Hey there, everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to dive into the world of real estate and specifically, the rental property process in Malaysia. So, let's get started. First things first, before you can rent out a property in Malaysia, you need to make sure that it's registered as a rental property. This can be done through the National Property Information Center, or NAPIC. Once your property is registered, you'll receive a rental property license. Now, let's talk about the rental process itself. The first step is to advertise your property. You can do this by listing it on popular real estate websites or even posting signs in your local area. Once you've found a potential tenant, it's time to conduct a thorough screening process. This includes verifying their identity, employment status, and credit history. Once you've found a suitable tenant, it's time to sign a lease agreement. This document will outline the terms and conditions of the rental, including the rent amount, duration of the lease, and any other relevant details. It's important to note that the lease agreement must be in writing and signed by both parties. Now, let's talk about the security deposit. In Malaysia, it's common for landlords to require a security deposit from their tenants. This deposit is usually equivalent to 1 month's rent and is held by the landlord as a form of insurance against any potential damages or unpaid rent. Once the lease agreement is signed and the security deposit is paid, it's time to hand over the keys. Remember, it's important to provide your tenant with a copy of the lease agreement and any other relevant documents. Now, let's talk about rent collection. In Malaysia, rent is typically collected on a monthly basis. However, it's important to note that the tenant is responsible for paying their rent on time. If they fail to do so, the landlord can take legal action to recover the unpaid rent. Finally, let's talk about the end of the tenancy. When the lease agreement expires, the tenant must vacate the property and return the keys to the landlord. The landlord is then responsible for inspecting the property and deducting any damages or unpaid rent from the security deposit. If there are no issues, the deposit will be returned to the tenant. And that's it for today's video. I hope you found this overview of the rental property process in Malaysia helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.